Alright, I figured it'd be easier just to show you guys myself how this mod works exactly. This isn't a mod spotlight or anything, it's just a bit of a example on how the mod works. Alright, so the whole point of this is you get to build your own thing, and I know it's a little big, but it's getting better. Alright. It's obvious you build it like this, I think that's pretty clear. Then you click it, there's your furnace. By default, you can automate this. It uses vanilla mechanics, being fuel on the side and input on the top. I've worked a way around that, and I'll get to that here in a minute. It's not quite ready. And I'll show you that block too. It's kind of neat. Alright, so the whole point was you get to build this out of different things. Like the redstone block, you can just sort of shove it in anywhere. And if you notice, you don't actually need the crafting core. There's been a bit of a confusion about that. You can have the crafting core, but you don't have to. And you can just shove it anywhere, I don't really care. See, it works just fine. And it has, admittedly, pretty bad texture. And by the way, you can change this to look like, so that when you click it, it'd look like this in the configs. And along with all the block IDs. I just wanted to make it a way so it can look a little better. I'm working on a way right now that will put a subtle gleam to the blocks, like almost a little particle effect to show you what it's made out of. I don't know yet, I'm working on it. Alright, so it's pretty clear that you can use all the blocks. Everyone's seemed to gotten that, so I'm not going to go over, you know, iron's more efficient and redstone's faster. That's pretty clear. One thing I do want to mention is no matter how many times you put a diamond block in here, it doesn't care. If there's one, that's as good as entire. It's the same concept with the emerald block. As long as there's just one, you'll still get the effect. So adding more is a little useless. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. If you want a diamond furnace, go for it. It's going to be just like the full cobblestone one, except a little bit of the double output. These are just like single modifiers. These, you can change the full thing. I wanted to add some variants. Now this guy, he's only in creative right now, and he's the only block you can actually shove in the middle there. I don't think I'm going to implement this, but I wanted to have it in creative just because it's kind of neat. You don't need fuel. As long as you've got this guy, it does not need fuel at all. Maybe I'll make some sort of complicated way to make it, but as of now, it's not implemented at all. Alright. A bit of a bug there. That's another reason it's not implemented. It's not fully working. You can see I have the crafting core, but it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix it. And you don't need more than one crafting core. You can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Because again, you don't need it. Alright. So yeah, this is just for fun. So I'm not going to worry about fixing that too much right now. The block that I've just recently started working on is this. It's the I/O for input-output, obviously, but I think it's a pretty cool block. I'm using it over here actually. This is just to show you, you know, obsidian pipes. This will take fuel because it's on the side, but I'll show you here in a second actually using this one itself. There's no fuel in there. I actually have a lava core in there, do I? I might have. Oh, I had fuel in there burning. Oops. There we go. Let's put that there, and you'll see if you just chuck this. Nope, not that. That's probably going to spit back out. Yeah, there they go. If I throw that in there, there it goes. And yeah, there is a bug. I can't get the flames to go out, but hey, it's a light source, so at least this massive structure makes light. Could be worse. Also, that it if you update it, it'll work. Just a little weird. Oh yeah, this guy's pulling out all the fuel. I need to change him back. Let's change him to output. Alright, so that's what you do. You shift and then right click with an empty hand onto this block. So let's put one of those IOs here and form it again. Okay? So it remembered all the stuff that was in there, which is kind of cool. Right now, let's set it to fuel. Okay? And sends it to the output. I think I've got those numbers backwards, which is why it's not ready yet. So, actually, I think the problem is between Forge and Vanilla. So I shove it in here now. Yeah, it's just a bit of a miscommunication between the two. But as you can see, it's a very work in progress block. It's kind of cool. And I think it's going across the entire thing. Like this one, when I change it, is also changing this one. It wasn't earlier, but it is now. So it's very work in progress. But I just see right there, it did individual. Maybe I just had to. I might have just been doing them the same. Oh yeah, so it's working. So we do input. I've tested this with vanilla hoppers, and it seems to be pretty happy about it. If I shove some cobblestone in there, normally it wouldn't insert into the input because this is a side. And to prove that, I'm going to come over here, and it's the same side. If you ask vanilla, it doesn't really know the difference. However, you'll see when I try to throw cobblestone in here now, it doesn't insert. But if I go to this guy over here, who's set to input mode, it does insert. Okay, so let's switch this mode now to output. Output, I don't know where this is going to go. Yeah, I'll put it in the fuel. Yeah, I think I have fuel and output mixed up in the number. Alright, now let's see if I set this to output. Is it going to shove it in the output? No. If I set it to fuel. Okay, let's put some cobble in there. Anyway, yeah, this guy is taking out all the fuel now. Let's set him to output. So yeah, I'm just having fun with it right now. Set him to fuel. That was the one for output. Yeah, those two are definitely mixed up. Why are you doing this? It's a work in progress. I'll get it figured out. I just put this in like a day ago, something like that. Stop that. So that's the concept. I just wanted you guys to see that that's actually being worked on right now. It's not at all ready. Yeah, you can automate with this. So if I throw some blocks of coal, here we go, into my ME thing. Oh, I already had some. You're going to see it's going to start putting them in there. So you can use any mod item that inserts and extracts. Let's stop that. So yeah, that's pretty much the mod. I'm still trying to think of new ideas. It's not quite to the point I'd like it to be yet. Obviously, yeah, so that you don't need all these. I just thought it looked pretty and it made good for pictures. But don't do it. Let me take a double check through everything. I showed you that. I showed you that sort of being worked on. The lava core, and the actual furnace block itself. So, yeah, I guess that's the mod.